Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Madisonville Marine. Summer almost here. That means it's boating season. G3s, skeeters, hurricanes, suncatcher pontoons, aqua patio pontoons. Or maybe you just need a new motor for the boat you already own. Well, you can get down there and get a brand new Yamaha motor. Madisonville Marine. Get ready for boating season. And there's no better place to buy a boat for boating season than Madisonville Marine. New or pre-owned, they got them all, and they've been doing it since the mid-'70s, folks. People come from all over to Madisonville Marine. All right, joined now by Will Overstreet, former Vol football player. Will, thanks for being here.
Glad to be here, John.
Glad to lure you in outside of football season.
That's right.
Everybody's fired up about spring practice. Yep. Fans get excited about it. Media, we like the fact that there's something to talk about. Obviously, it's important, especially when you got a guy like Josh Heupel who's still building his program. It's his third spring practice, but he's building the thing. This is he's adding some bodies now that look the part.
Yep.
So, and it's the first time he's really had a full unit to work with out there. So all the drills are ready to go. You can
no
get it
deep
all.
Snappers covering wide receivers.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about deep snappers playing at linebacker. But in terms of what you get out of it,
yeah.
You know, everybody always talks about, and the thing is, they had a scrimmage yesterday. No one was allowed in to see it. So we're all writing and responding to what Josh Heupel says about it.
Yeah.
Which is just, no offense to Josh Heupel, it's meaningless. I can't
exactly.
follow that. How much can you take away from spring practice in terms of, well, let me flip that. First of all, is it a bigger deal for younger guys than it is the older guys?
Absolutely, because if you really think about it, those younger guys are coming off that freshman year a lot of times, and if you weren't in the mix, right, if you weren't in that top group, you were playing scout team. So you really weren't playing for time or for reps. And so now that you get back to spring, you're on the team, you have a chance to make the roster, you're moving and competing for a place to, on that roster. You're competing to be a guy they can count on. Are you going to be in the 2 deep, who they consider, or do you back in the 3, which means you're probably going to be doing a lot more scout team. So it's really an opportunity for everybody to level set, and can they get into the mix of, hey, this guy might have a chance to play for us. And then there's the other guy who we say, hey, we think he's the starter. Can he prove to us in this practice he can be a starter? And they're going to push that person the most. It's going to be the crucible for him. It is not an easy time. They're going to push you really hard. You're probably going to have to play in those scrimmages almost like a full game. You're going to be getting a ton of reps, and they're going to see how you respond. So it's definitely for the young guys. Occasionally you'll find an older vet guy that maybe he's been trading around for injury or whatever at third string, and now he gets his shot and something's clicked for him, then you'll see that. But if you're established, spring is not as important of a thing for you.
You were walking around over there in a smoking jacket, enjoying yourself as a senior.
Pretty much you'd get about 10 reps in a scrimmage out of a 80-play scrimmage, and you were done for the day.
Yeah, don't get you hurt. All right. You came through Tennessee at a great time, obviously. Freshman year, 98 national championship.
Yep.
Second year, 3 losses, but that team was capable of doing more and went back to the Fiesta Bowl. 2000, you had a quarterback change, and team dipped a little, still a Cotton Bowl, but it dipped a little. 2001, you finished on the high notes. Great team. It was within 1 game of a national championship appearance. Could you tell, how much as a player can you tell in spring practice, oh, we're going to be good, or ooh, we got some holes here. Could you tell a difference between 2000 and those other years?
Yeah, you could. I mean, just the level of talent that you had in those other years at times, and you had more established guys. So when you have the gaps there, people go off to the NFL and I have to regroup, there's some questions. But, you do see sparks, and you go, okay, this guy was second string because he was sitting behind an NFL guy.
Right.
All right, we're good to go. We're not worried about that. But then you do see some places and spots as you go, I hope some freshmen come in that's pretty good. I mean, Casey Clausen coming in that 2000 season, right? At quarterback, you looked at it, but you're like, we're not great here. Like, we may be serviceable. We may be able to build something else around them, but we weren't looking at it going, we're really good at this position. And there wasn't a whole lot to be excited about at that point in time. You knew it was a gap. You knew we had to improve, and you're wondering where it was coming from.
All right, very good. When we come back, let's talk about Tennessee spring to date. What are we hearing? What was the reaction to the scrimmage last night? I'm just going to throw it. It'll be open mic night on the set. We'll bring all the guys out here, and we'll just talk scuttlebutt from spring. That's next on the Sports Source.